Imagine you live in a country where you work 12 hours a day, but the value of your paycheck is decided by a committee 6,000 miles away. You didn't vote for them, they don't know your name, but when they raise interest rates in a glass tower in Washington, your local grocery prices double by sunset. This isn't a conspiracy, it is the mechanics of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. Right now, 80% of global trade is invoiced in dollars. If a farmer in Brazil wants to sell soy to a buyer in Thailand, they don't use reals or baht, they use dollars. This creates a permanent artificial demand for the greenback that has nothing to do with the American economy and everything to do with global survival. Here is the uncomfortable math. Because the world is forced to hoard dollars to trade, the US can print money to pay for its own debts, while everyone else has to produce physical goods to earn that same currency. Economists call it exorbitant privilege. You might call it a subscription fee for the global economy. When the US Federal Reserve fights its own inflation by tightening the money supply, it accidentally suffocates the developing world. Capital flees poor nations for the safety of American banks. Local currencies crash. Debts priced in dollars suddenly become unpayable. The public hype says the dollar is a neutral tool for stability. The underlying reality is a system where the world's poorest people are effectively subsidizing the world's richest consumers' lifestyle simply by needing the medium of exchange. We're told this is the only way to keep the system moving, but as nations begin to look for exits, we have to ask, is the world's reserve currency a bridge for global trade or a ceiling on global potential? If the dollar is the only thing holding the world together, what happens when the world decides it can no longer afford the price of admission?